Walk the Talk is brought to you by McDowell Sydney.
India's question about the location, right, as I can say you, not about the Nandigram. Even I can tell you the standing committee on the assembly, which is headed by Congress leader Shudip Bandyopadhyay. He is the chairman of the standing committee. All the MLAs of all political parties of the standing committee, they went to the Nandigram. They have seen the sites. They have talked to the people.
And you think it was a good site?
Yeah, a good site. That is actually the ideal location. I think so. And they have also come up with the same conclusion.
Then what went wrong? How did it go out of control?
Yeah, actually,
your party which has a state like this in its grip, what happened?
Now, anyway, the people actually we have not been able to make the people understand what exactly chemical hub means. What is going to happen? How much exact amount of land is required for this kind of thing. There was a campaign that entire blocks, all houses, all people, all religious places will be taken over and all people will be evicted. They will have to be
So this was an incredible alliance of the Naxalites and the Muslim riot and the Hindu riot.
Everyone has joined together. But immediately when I realized, this is most unfortunate thing, the moment we realized that people are not yet convinced about the project and we failed to convince the people, immediately Chief Minister decided not to go there. And he announced openly in the public meeting that as people are not willing to have this project in that area, therefore we are not going to take up that project, we are not going to acquire that land. But unfortunately, even after that, this announcement was made in the 2000 February, 2007 February, in the first week of February.
Anger sort of kept on building up.
But there was no reason of this anger. There might be a victory rally for it.
Right.
Yeah. After they have done victorious, all those political parties who fought for this, they can organize meetings, they can tell people, yes, it's a victory. All those people who are supportive of their cause, they can go there. But what they have tried to do is to build a state within a state. They cut the roads, they blown out the bridges, they stopped the BDO office to function, they stopped the Panchayat office to function, and they started evicting the people who are supporters of the left, particularly the CPIM. And more than 4,000-5,000 people were ousted.
But you know, this may be wrong, but do you agree with the method used to get it back?
No, you see, what the state government has done, that you should also try to understand. You see, the state government has tried to negotiate with the people. In which way we can have all the people can go back to their places, all development work can start, everything, all types of negotiations.
But when it did work, was it okay for the party cadres?
No, not that. Then the police were told to intervene.
Right.
Police actually intervened. Police announced, you please allow us to construct a bridge.
Right.
Then the police tried to intervene in that area, and the 14 March incident, unfortunate incident occurred, and immediately High Court came out against the police and instituted CBI inquiry. As a result, there was a serious hesitation among the police force also, because they
then the party cadres have to do the job the police couldn't do?
No, not only. It is not the party cadres, the people there. Out of their desperation, they tried to, because even after then, I can take
CPM cadres.
No, then again, of course, the CPM people are the victims,
right?
Because they will try to go back to their this is quite natural.
That's an honest enough statement.
Yeah. See, they are the victims.
How? You are not saying outsiders came. People don't know who did it.
Yeah.
These learned people.
Yeah, you see.
Were your fellow travelers for many decades. What happened? Have you had communication with them since then, or is it just ideological opposition to industry?
No. That is not exactly the case. You see, there are a section of intellectuals, I can tell you. I think
poets, filmmakers,
writers. In going to oppose the left-front government, the major casualties is the rationality behind their activities. You see, that I can only mention.
If
because
you elaborate on that.
On this, you see, all those people should have told the people of Nandigaon who are opposed to land acquisition, they should have advised the people, you have won the battle, you should start developing the area,
But
you should allow all people to come in, you should live there peacefully, but that didn't happen.
Why?
Rather they have been instigated.
Yes, why?
And they started expanding their sphere of influence.
Is it because they see you as having moved away from the mother ideology?
I don't think
That
so.
you've got corrupted by neoliberal thought?
That maybe they are, I don't know, but of course.
I mean, they're saying that.
But all those people who are saying they are not, everyone is not left, maybe some all have some soft corner to it. But I don't think so. It may be we have not been able to explain to them the reality. But this is not the entire picture of Calcutta.
Do you still remain determined to industrialize Bengal?
Of course.
Or have you had a setback and you will sit back and wait for some time?
No, actually not. Actually, industrialization drive in West Bengal is going on in full swing, I can tell you. There is a lot of investment that's coming up in West Bengal.
So are you able to keep these two, not one, Singur is built. Are you able to keep Nandigram aside and carry on?
Yeah, of course. Actually, that is also another lesson that I have taken, which I like to share with you, you see, every movement has its own lessons. But what are the lessons we have learned? We learned that if we want to build something in the rural areas, in the backward region, the people there who matters. And we have to take the people into confidence. It is not that every people are convinced about the way.
So you have to go and convince them.
That is why we are now trying a process of consensus building mechanism.
So if we talk in a year from now, say roughly halfway through the term of this government, what are we going to be able to see in your state in terms of your areas of?
Good amount of investment and employment will generate in West Bengal.
And do we see some visible?
Of course, you see that if you come next year to Singur, you will see completely a new scenario there, the industrial activities you see. If you go to Howrah, you will see new kind of activities are going on. If you see Rajarhat, there is a lot of investment coming up in the IT sectors. If you go to Bardhaman and Purulia and Bankura and West Midnapur, all tracts of vast arid land are now.
Will you then invite these left intellectual critics for a walk around these places?
Yeah, of course, if I get that opportunity.
But will you have a message for them? Is there something that you would say to them? Because they are angry with you right now.
No, only message that I can tell to them that they should realize the present situation in our state, the rate of unemployment, the limitations that the agricultural growth has.
Or that a half-acre plot of land, places on a family of 5.
Even in the country as a whole, the growth of agriculture is not that kind of. As a result, the input cost has become higher and the output is not getting good price.
So you have to industrialize.
I have to industrialize.
And for that you need land.
There's lots of people are now in the schools, in colleges, they do not like to go back to the agriculture. I have to employ them somewhere, and this is only possible through industrialization. And today we have no other option but to invite private investment, invite corporate
and they will need land.
And they will need land. And also our main aim to develop the manufacturing sectors in particular. Because you see the service sectors, the people who are employed in the IT enabled services, they are slightly upper strata.
You can also go vertical.
But it requires manufacturing sectors to develop, to absorb those.
And you see yourself being able to convince them and the people of Bengal?
I think so. The people of Bengal are quite convinced about it. I am confident about it.
Next walk the talk in the complete Singur plant.
Of course. Not only that, other plants I'll also be able to show you.
I'm glad you say that with so much pride and so much confidence. All the very best to you. I think what India needs most of all is grassroots politicians, whatever the ideology, who are pragmatic and who are looking at the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Walk the Talk is brought to you by McDowell's